Void of the Budha. The concept of the Buddha about reality is that it is nothingness. Buddha clearly experienced that, and that is why he affirmed that reality is nothingness. Vedanta questions that and asks who the one that knows the nothingness is. The Buddhists fumble a little for failing to explain what Buddha has said about reality. Before going to the meaning of nothingness, let us go to the meditative experience of Buddha, which prompted him to say that reality is void. The misery and old age and disease made Buddha thoughtful, and he started his inquiry meeting the masters of that time, practiced yoga astutely. He could not get any result. He could not understand the meaning of all that is happening to human beings. And he pursued more strongly his practices, renouncing food and sleep. So intense was his longing for truth, but he reached nowhere. At last he sat under the Bodhi tree with an intense yearning to know the truth or die. He will not rise up or go anywhere. His meditation becomes so intense that body consciousness, ego, individuality and jiva consciousness disappear, and yet he continued in his meditative posture. He abandoned himself and all efforts, knowing that it is not possible by his efforts. He resigned himself from all efforts. Then the primordial consciousness appeared, and he looked on, until he was carried into it, and that consciousness too dissolved, and Buddha was in his nirvana state. He was shining like a golden sun. He saw nothing but emptiness. Coming out of it was almost impossible. But by the compulsion of nature, so that he can tell this to his disciples, he descended from that with his nirvana body. He was seeing the emptiness, which was not different from the seer, the one who sees. There was nothing to see, and he called that emptiness. Actually, it is the seer seen everywhere. It was not in time and space. What he perceived as nothingness was nothing but him, the absolute truth, the one who sees. Which is the only principle that cannot be created. Acharya Sankaracharya said in the last line of his treatise Drik Drishya Vivkam as Drik Sathyam Drishyam Midhaya, meaning that only seer, the one who sees, is the truth, and object of the seer is a delusion which consciousness interprets as many. Jnaneshvar Maharaj explained that state in his book Amritanubhavam. Now I can see myself without a mirror. The mirror of consciousness has disappeared for him. A yogi was asked whether he has seen God. His sudden retort was that I have seen God dying. Seer is the absolute truth that is not moving and unattached. It is not hiding anywhere, neither can it be hidden by anyone. It is above all consciousness and truly infinite. It cannot be created. If anyone try to create a seer, he will end up creating the seen. It is bigger than the biggest and above all knowledge. It is neither existence nor non-existence. Buddha was not seeing the nothingness, nor did he know it. The great voice